All right, guys. Hey, it's September 2nd, 2024. This machine now, I bought it in March of 2023. So my warranty, I think, is up this month. I'm just checking my mileage for you. I have a total of 92 hours and 1,046 miles. So let me tell you about it. I'm so happy with this still, guys. Like, okay, I will say, I took it to Utah Marine Store in Utah, where I bought it from for warranty work. And they're actually getting out of Tracker, just so you know, which stinks. They're not going to sell them anymore because they don't make enough money on them. But let me just tell you how the warranty service went. So on some of my past videos, I mentioned how sometimes when I'd put it into gear, I'd always slowly tap the gas to make sure that it was in gear, because sometimes it would slip out and clank the tranny. So it turns out the drive shaft was defective. So I took it in there to actually get a recall put on it. Let me show you. It's where they put this sticker on it, and it was a park recall, where it might not be in park if it says it is. So if it's not actually in park, an E for air comes up on there on the shifter. So they said that would probably help fix the problem, because if I'm not actually in high gear or low gear, it would say E. It's like to let me know I'm not actually all the way in gear. So I took them for their word, tested it, it didn't work. So I had to drive it back another 70 miles, 80 miles. And they started to look more into it, found the drive shaft was faulty, and then also my bed. I have a toolbox right here so you can't see it, but there's a couple cracks just towards the back. Nothing right here, no cracks right here. So they replaced the bed. Now, when I say replace the bed, all of this side paneling is mine. It's original. The only piece that wasn't original, I believe, was... I'm trying to think here. Definitely this bottom plastic piece they replaced. And probably this is all one piece, right? So this and this, like the interior of the bucket they replaced, but all the paneling that was on it, you're gonna get back. I got the same bed back, the tailgate bed, but like the interior part of the box is all they replaced. So, excuse me. It took a little while. It took like a month. Tracker kept on going back and forth, saying it wasn't the drive shaft that was the problem, and the dealer was like, "Yes, it is." So finally, after a month, they finally sent a new drive shaft, and also that bearing. In the middle of the drive shaft, there's a bearing. So they sent those to replace it. And not once now, I've taken this thing 100 miles, not once has it done that. So it definitely had a faulty drive shaft. That aside, Tracker kind of dragging their feet on the warranty aside, it is so great. Like, I took it up, if you guys know where Yost, Utah is, I took it up there yesterday. We actually went to go camp, drove 2 hours, and then when I got there, I realized I forgot the post in my tent. So that sucked. We had to come back. But before we did, I took on a ride with me and my 4 kids and my wife and my dog, who just chilled in there in the back. There's some really steep hills there. And, okay, what you guys have to understand about the machine, it's not a powerhouse. But if you put this baby in low, 4-wheel, any hill, it's going to go up. Super slow, though. So on the really, really steep ones, I was going maybe like 8 miles per hour is all. But that's low gear. And you don't want to do that in high gear because you'll burn your belt, right? So this thing will go anywhere. It just might go slow. But you don't want to go fast while you're crawling up a steep hill anyway. You want to be able to take time and be careful about it. But I just took off the belt cover this morning, blew out the dust, cleaned it out because it gets really dusty in there, to be honest with you. And guys, the belt after 1,046 miles is in pristine condition still. On the inside of it, in between like the waves, if you know what I'm talking about, on the interior part, you can see a little bit of cracking, but that's natural because that's the part that's bending and going straight again as it's going, across the pulley. But on the outside and sides, the belt is perfect. Nothing, looks brand new. So I'm really, really happy with it. I was anxious to come back here and look at the belt after those rough climbs we did, and it doesn't look like it's been touched. So, okay, if I was you guys, I'd recommend going with the Warn winch. I have the Champion winch on here, and it's fantastic, but I ended up just going with the wireless remote setup, and it actually broke. So if I could go back in time, I'd probably spend the extra few $100s to get the Warn winch and that setup right there. I've had 0 leaks with coolant, 0 anything. It's just an all-around solid machine. It's super nice. I really enjoy it. But yeah, my warranty's up, and I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it, especially after last night. Like, it's just a good machine, and I baby it, guys. After every ride you take it on, especially when it's dusty, and it's really dusty up in Yost, Utah, the manual says every 1,000 miles to I don't remember if it says replace or check the exterior filter. That's so stupid. After every single ride, take off the exterior filter and just lightly tap it out, or get a little like electric leaf blower and just slightly blow it out a little bit. I'm not saying put so much air through that you're gonna break it. You got to be careful, but the amount of dust that comes out of that exterior filter is crazy. So like I don't want any of that getting in my engine, and I don't abuse my filter. I make sure I clean it out very carefully, and I replace it once a season. Okay, so let me know what questions you have. It has been fantastic. I'm it like you know I sometimes I kind of like the CF Moto because it's 1,000 cc, and I wish I would have gone with it just for that case. And it's a V twin. This is a straight three, right? A 3-cylinder. But like I can't be upset. It's a good machine for what it is.